Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Exams are around the corner and we've already had board exam announcements everywhere, and the whole country is gearing up for the papers. So let's talk about exam related stress. I have for you all today 5 different lessons that are important for a person to follow to keep up with their exam preparations. Number 1, plan well. Well, this is a very important step. When you're preparing for your exams, it is absolutely necessary for you to have some sort of a plan in mind as to how you're going to approach the papers. What are the concepts that you plan to study? What are the things that you want to prioritize? What are important? What are not? And it becomes much more easy for you to follow through on your preparation if you have like a concrete plan in place. So instead of randomly just opening books and just trying to revise or read through the necessary items, it's important for you to make a plan, no matter at what stage of preparation you are in. Spending some extra time in figuring out what needs to be prioritized and what should be my approach can go a long way in actually bringing about better outcome. So yes, planning is important. Number 2, be mindful. Well, while preparing, sometimes we find ourselves feeling distracted. We might, not be able to focus on our studies, and that's okay. It's very important to be very aware and mindful of what you're doing. Even if you're not doing something right, being consciously aware of it can help you to, bring yourself back to, focusing on what you're trying to study. So I would say that always be self-aware of how things are going. Constantly cross-check, with all the tests, with all the, questions, just to know where you are. Because at any point of time, being aware of where you lie in terms of your preparation can help you to sort of overcome that barrier. But if you just choose to be oblivious and not cross-check your preparations well, you might end up being in a more disadvantageous position than others. Number 3, being realistic. While it is absolutely okay for you to set higher goals, but it is always important to also understand, assess and understand how realistic that goals are. If you are short of time, then make realistic goals of what you can actually accomplish at this given point of time. But if you constantly set very higher goals, which is even beyond what you can push yourself to be, then maybe we are just gearing up for disappointment. I am all in for trying really hard to get the best that you can manage, but it is also important to constantly also be aware of the time frame we have, our own potential, what is possible, and then figuring out. Do not make very comfortable goals which are too easy and comfortable for you. Definitely push yourself a bit, there's nothing wrong with it, but also be very realistic. Number 4, do not compromise on your sleep. Well, it's very important to understand the importance of sleep. Sometimes pushing your personal boundaries for last minute preparation, things are okay. It's okay for you to even stay up late during exams, that's fine. We've all done that in the past and it has really helped us also. But if you're doing it too much, we also need to be aware of, can this really potentially cause some health consequence to me? Because I also need to be sort of physically be able to write my papers or be able to give my exams and be fresh with regards to my mental state. And we can compromise on that if we are depriving ourselves of the minimum hours of sleep. Because the important feature of our sleep is also that it allows our brain to process the information very well, so that it concretely stores the information, and that makes it readily available whenever we need it during our exams. So do not compromise on the quality of the sleep. Number 5, take breaks. Yes, it's absolutely necessary. If you just decide to study 24 hours a day, our body will start giving up. I already said earlier, we need to be mindful. If we are feeling distracted, just get up, take a quick walk, come back. But do not, sort of deprive yourself of breaks completely. Our body's capacity to process, to even retrieve information will completely be compromised if we are not giving it the required breaks that it needs. You are stressing your mind by sort of taking in a lot of information on a given day. So when you're doing that, also understand that your body and your mind also requires those minimum breaks to be able to sort of run through this particular stage of our life. So take care of those smaller needs of your body, so that it can also cooperate with you while you're preparing. Alright, these were the 5 important lessons. Please follow them and you will be able to reap the benefit. I understand that exams are a time when everyone feels very anxious about their preparation. It's a time of high stress, and therefore it is important for you to plan your preparations well. Also prepare your body and mind to going through this grueling stage of evaluation. Alright, all the best everyone. I hope this really helps you. Thank you.